It is as though time has stood still in L'Aquila. Buildings still in a state of destruction, abandoned homes and shops, and washing that has defied the ravages of the elements for 4 years. In the middle of this time warp of a disaster zone where most of the buildings lie empty, an exception, a restaurant which has managed to reopen. It is also Romina's home, but she's had to fight the authorities for 3 years to return.
It's worth fighting for your own home. If you give up, you're abandoning the city. We've been paying a mortgage the whole time, and it's also my livelihood, everything that I've created.
It is a natural instinct to want to be in familiar surroundings. When I was here 4 years ago, I remember speaking to a teenage girl a few days after the earthquake, and she just said this to me: "Voglio andare a casa." I want to go home. But 4 years on, and street after street, block after block in the centre of L'Aquila, the buildings are still uninhabitable, simply being propped up to keep them standing. Reconstruction has begun. The outskirts are almost complete, but it's not nearly enough to fix the whole city. The mayor explains that delays have been due to paralysing bureaucracy, organisational problems between local and national government, and the lack of funds. Moreover, L'Aquila is a technically difficult site to restore properly.
It's a challenge. We have to build a smart city, so we need new technologies like broadband and other facilities. Plus, these buildings need to be earthquake-proof, so it's a real challenge.
The mayor's view is that L'Aquila has been forgotten, but the new government is promising to make this city's problem a priority. It says L'Aquila and the surrounding areas have already received nearly €8 billion and will get another €8 billion over the next 8 years. But given the complexities of rebuilding, not everyone is convinced the flow of money will be steady or sufficient enough to restore the soul of this medieval city in the near future. Luisa Baldini, BBC News, L'Aquila.